Yes, so again, different companies using different terminology. So in Healy Consultants, accounting service refers to preparation of financial statement, preparation of audit reports and annual filings, right? While bookkeeping is referring to a preparation of a trial balance for our clients based on primary documents, right? So some of clients prefer to do it in-house, but most of our clients still need our help with that. It depends. So there's a lot of businesses which require bookkeeping to prepare financial statements, and filing of financial statements is absolutely necessary for most of the countries in the world, right? So if you cannot prepare financial statements if you don't have trial balance in the first place. So this is absolutely necessary. Second type of clients who may need it, it's those who are doing heavy financial analysis of their performance, because it helps to identify variation in the cost and profitability of the company and cash flow and so on, right? So it's very important for financial analysis as well. Penalties, fines. Well, there's so many bad things which may happen to the business if you're not maintaining proper bookkeeping records. I'll give you a couple of examples. So first, it's if your business is facing tax audit, right? It can happen to anyone sooner or later. You can do everything right, but still you can be randomly selected for that. And tax audit usually going heavily through your bookkeeping records, right? And if you don't have them, it will be very difficult and time consuming to retrieve some historical records to provide them as a proof to tax authorities, right? Another type of adverse situation which can happen to our clients, it's when they undergo an audit, right? So you will not get a clean audit opinion on your financial statements if you are not maintaining proper bookkeeping records, because your auditor will end up posting multiple adjustments, and at the end of the day they will issue a qualified audit opinion, which can lead to tax audit eventually as well, right? So this is just a couple of examples. But again, going back to the first question, you also would not be able to do a heavy financial analysis on your records, right? The most standard one would be invoices, would be purchase orders, agreements, and bank statements. So these are the documents which will be applicable in 95% of the cases, right? But of course, depends on your business. If your business, let's say, involves cryptocurrency, ICO, like initial coin offering, tokens, and so on, there will be some unique documents applicable to this kind of business, which can be white paper, let's say. And yeah. It depends on the scale and size of operation. If we are speaking about a small business with 2, 3, 5 transactions per month, it usually shouldn't take long. It usually matter of 1 or 2 weeks to complete everything, because it will involve preparation, and our manager and me, and in most of the cases Aidan, our business owner, who will be reviewing the trial balance before it goes to our client to ensure that we prepared quality, high standard work. But if you're speaking about companies with multinational operation with hundreds and hundreds of transactions, then of course the duration can go up to 2, 3, 4 months, depends on the size of the business. Well, there is a lot of them. So firstly, most of the other firms which are providing this service, they are consist of team members who are purely accountants, right? In our firm, we have people from Big Four, from audit firms, and I found them a bit more educated when it comes to accounting standards, when it comes to interpretation, how to make the presentation, how to make the life of our clients easier as well. And yeah, so this is one thing. Second thing, when we're doing bookkeeping, we're usually analyzing a lot of transactions which our client is performing, and it gives us better understanding what client is doing. So if we have better understanding, it means we can better advise on our clients on other aspects of tax law or filings and so on. For example, recently we was going through primary documents provided by our clients, and we realized that client has a couple of payments which are paid to third parties overseas. So these kind of payments we realize are subject to withholding tax in that country, right? So it's difficult to know unless you're looking at all these primary documents. But once you look at them, you can give a better understanding to our clients what kind of accounting, tax, filing obligations they have in the countries, right? And the third thing is, of course, that usually our trial balance which we prepared, it's very detailed, right? There is a lot of sub-accounts which we are using, and it helps a lot our clients, to their management, to directors of the company, to conduct a financial analysis. Right? So they can compare different items, they can understand why their cost increased, what they can do better next year, which clients are more profitable, and so on and so far, right? So this kind of financial analysis really, really helpful in most of the cases.